Welcome back, fans of CMU Sports. You are now tuning in to Maverick Postgame, where you'll be updated on the highlights, stats, and analysis of your Colorado Mavs.
Hello everyone, I'm Ryan Biller.
And I'm Justin Platt. Let's look back at all the action that took place this week involving our very own Colorado Mavs. The Mavs men's soccer team suffered their first RMAC loss of the season Friday to Regis University in a score of 2-0. The Mavericks' conference record falls to 4-1-2 after the loss, while their overall record falls to 6-2-2 on the season. This was the first time since the opening game of the season the Mavericks were shut out. Regis University scored a goal in the 18th minute, which was followed by an own goal committed by CMU during the 24th minute that put the Rangers up 2-0. It was the first time career start for Rhett Cook as goalkeeper. The sophomore recorded 3 saves in his debut match. The Rangers goalkeeper recorded 3 saves and faced 7 total shots taken by the Maverick offense, which was led by Peter Van Dam and Lawan Abry, who each took 2 shots. The Mavs then flipped the script Sunday, shutting out the UC Colorado Mountain Lions in a familiar score of 2-0. The Mavs soccer team moved to 7-2-2 on the season and 5-1-2 in RMAC. The Mavericks scored a goal in each half and recorded 5 saves to get their 4th shutout of the year. Each shutout has been credited to Brendan Brown, who played all 90 minutes in the net for the Mavericks in this game. Peter Van Dam recorded his first goal of the season in the 37th minute, which was assisted by freshman Raymond Jackson. The Mavericks' record 2 saves allowed them to enter the locker room at half with a 1-0 lead. It wasn't until the 83rd minute that the Mavericks recorded their second goal of the game from Lawan Abry to secure the Maverick W. After the nice rebound game, the Mavericks will stay on the road and compete next weekend against Westminster College and Dixie State University. The game against Westminster will take place on October 18th at Dump Field, and the game is scheduled to kick off at 4 p.m. On Sunday, October 20th, the Mavericks will play Dixie State at 1:30 on the Trailblazer Stadium.
The Colorado Mesa University women's soccer team defeated Western 1-0 on Sunday afternoon at Walker Field. The Mavericks were on the board early after recording the only goal of the game in the 11th minute. Senior Alexis Allard netted her 3rd goal of the season, which secured the Mavericks' win. The Arizona native has now scored in back-to-back games for the Mavs and has totaled 17 career goals. As a team, the Mavericks outshot the Mountaineers 15-2 and recorded 8 shots on goal to go along with the single score, while also only committing 4 goals to WCU's 5. The Mavericks will host New Mexico Highlands and CSU Pueblo next weekend on October 18th and 20th, respectively. The game against NMHU will kick off at 7 p.m. on Friday night, and on Sunday the match will begin at 1:30 p.m. Both games will be hosted at Walker Field.
The Colorado Mesa women's volleyball team won in a 4-set battle against Colorado Christian Cougars Friday evening. The Mavericks, who overcame a set point in the 3rd set, have now won 5 of their last 6 matches and improved to 10-6 overall and 6-2 in Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. Casey Guilford led the Maverick offense attack on Friday with 14 kills in the 4-set 25-23, 22-25, 27-25, and 25-18 win. She also hit a team-best 400 to lead the Mavericks to a 222 to 179 edge in attack percentage as a team. The Mavericks finished the night with a 58-55 edge in total kills and made for just 8 unforced hitting errors. They also took advantage of the 18 Cougar unforced hitting errors and another 11 service errors. Camille Smith was involved in 4 of CMU's 7 blocks, while Guilford had 2 solos and 3 total blocks. Smith also had 9 kills, while junior outside hitter Maddie Fouts had 7 kills and 10 digs. However, on Saturday, the Mavs fell to 16th-ranked Regis University in a 25-23, 25-18, 25-15 3-set sweep. Regis had a 50-34 edge over the Mavs in kills, while only recording 7 errors to the Mavs' 19. Regis had a hit at a .443 hitting percentage to the Mavs' .163 clip, also leading in blocks. 12 to the Mavs, 3. The Mavericks will now return home for 7 of their final 9 matches starting Friday against Black Hill State.
The Mavericks pulled out their first home win of the 2019 season with a 17-10 victory over the Fort Lewis Skyhawks on Saturday in an RMAC matchup at Ralph Stelker Stadium. The first touchdown of the game came in the third quarter as Bollinger replaces Aaron Howard, ran it in to make it 7-3 in favor of the Mavericks. The Skyhawks answered when Fort Lewis QB Ornuff found Zach Russell for the Fort Lewis touchdown, and Bo McCannon punched in the extra point to take the lead over the Mavericks 10-7. To start the fourth quarter, Bollinger completed a pass to Peter Anderson for an 18-yard gain and a CMU first down. Bollinger handed it off to Jesse Rodriguez for an 8-yard gain to set the Mavericks up for a field goal. Ruiz Diaz tied it up at 10-10 with a 37-yard kick. Later in the fourth, Bollinger handed it off to Maestas for a 48-yard touchdown for Mesa. After another good kick by Ruiz Diaz, the Mavericks took the lead 17-10. The sophomore from Palisade finished the game with 110 yards on just 11 carries and one score. Hayes finished the game with 2.5 sacks, while Matalis had a game-high 13 tackles. As a team, Mesa finished with 117 passing yards and 159 rushing yards to go with 15 first downs and 276 total yards. The victory by the Mavericks puts them at 3-3 overall and 3-2 in conference play. Next week, the CMU football team will be back on the road to take CSU Pueblo on. The game will take place Saturday, October 19th at 2 p.m.
Well, that just about wraps it up for this week's episode. Thank you so much for joining us on this week's Maverick Postgame. I'm your host, Justin Platt.
And I'm Ryan Biller.
We'll see you next week, and of course, have yourselves a amazing day.